sideline. He's across the 30 to the 40.
He's able to fend off the defender and bring in the game's first touchdown.
Yeah, so what is that podcast called?
It's called like Momentum.
EG.
Let's go, baby.
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? How you feeling?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Good, good.
Yeah. First time in the truck, first time at the crib. How you feel?
Good. This is not my first time seeing it, though.
Oh, okay.
First time.
Okay. When was the first
Big
time?
fan?
Before I came.
The biggest.
I am. I am.
The longest, for
Before,
sure.
before I came here, I saw Caleb's.
Oh, for real?
gotcha.
I did. I saw Caleb's. I was like, "Ooh, that's nice."
Oh, yeah.
And then I realized when watching it that y'all were on the team too. And the first workout at 6 a.m. when I saw you.
Oh,
You saw
yeah.
Matt?
Okay.
Did you say something to Matt?
Shout
I
out.
didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't at first, but then
You're like,
Gotta
"Damn,
get
who's that
comfortable.
swole running back?
I think it was the other workouts. You know, Mac. You know,
Getting after
Extra
it.
work.
workaholic. I was about to
Extra
say
work.
workaholic
Yeah.
here.
What was he doing? Like, what kind of extra work was he doing?
It was
put him on
after
blast.
the workout
Uh-huh.
when you used to get the workouts in after.
That's when the real workout starts.
Yeah, that's when it starts.
It's not extra if you need
That's
it.
what Tyson said that, right? It's only you only start counting when it
hurts?
Yeah, when it hurts.
Or is that Ollie?
That was Ollie, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say somebody totally else. Arnold
Was
Schwarzenegger.
it?
I think.
Oh, Schwarzenegger?
Was it? I mean,
Dude,
it
I've been
might
get-
have been.
I don't know.
It was Ollie.
Okay.
Isn't he from the Northeast? Isn't he
Ali?
from- yeah.
Kentucky.
Oh, never mind. I'm totally off.
Is that it?
You're thinking
Yeah,
of,
he's from Louisville.
Rocky.
Yeah.
I am thinking of Rocky.
Yeah.
Come on.
I
Yeah.
haven't. I've never watched Rocky.
What?
What?
Never.
Why? That's weird, no?
It is weird.
Isn't that everybody loves him?
It is. It's true.
In that
I think
city.
it's more of outer city though.
Gotcha.
Like I didn't realize how much Rocky meant to, I guess, the world and how inspirational it was.
Yeah.
And so when I always saw the statue, I was like, is that inspirational for a statue? But
Where is the statue?
on Kelly Drive, it's right on the museum steps.
And you're from around there?
No. I'm from about 15 minutes from there. 15 minutes highway.
Oh, so that's pretty close.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's not that far for sure.
Did they move it or something? I heard was that a thing? Have you heard about that, Zach? No.
Oh, you're just making stuff up.
Gotcha. Yeah, I thought they
Yeah.
moved it.
We're just all off.
You know,
there.
West Philly guy, Matt, my West Philly guy here.
Yeah, you know. You gotta
Your
do
dad's
that.
from there, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Bucks County, baby. Shout out. From
Shout out Bucks
the
County.
PA.
There's not a lot of East Coast guys though out here, so it's I'm from
sure.
Florida.
Just a couple
so
of
that makes
dogs.
us.
Just a couple
Exactly.
of dogs.
You know,
it is
different.
something's different on the
Yeah, I was
East
about
Coast.
to
I will
say.
say that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He's a little jit. You know the deal.
Yeah.
What part?
The crib, South Florida, Miami.
Ooh. Oh, so you from Florida?
Yes.
Yeah.
You see
No,
Yeah.
no.
Ooh, see?
Okay.
Yeah, that's some real
He
football
and
down
Rio.
there.
He and Rio are close. Very similar. Very
Uh-huh.
similar.
Yeah. How's football up there?
East Coast?
Oh no,
Pennsylvania.
Oh, well,
yeah.
just
Pennsylvania,
yeah. Oh, Philly. Oh man, it wasn't, to me it was always big. Like it was something, it was a lot of talent that came out. Not a lot of, I guess, talent that went to the NFL, but a lot of talent that came out of there. But I mean, people from what I heard is known for basketball. So
Yeah.
slowly but surely, as the classes before me, DeAndre Swift, DJ Moore.
D Swift, did you ever play against him?
No, too young.
Oh, okay. So I played against him when he was at Georgia. Dude, he's a dog.
Yeah.
No pun intended. But yeah,
Mm.
he's different, dude.
When he was at Georgia?
Yep. When I was at Vandy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Do
where
you
I
know Dre
graduated.
Mintz?
Yeah.
He's from Philly. He went to
Yeah, yeah.
my coach coached at his high school.
Okay.
So that's the reason that I went to the high school that I went to, was because my coach went there.
Dude, he's on the Broncos right now.
Exactly. I'm
Yeah.
proud of him. I remember when he tore his ACL for a second time
In high school?
in high school.
That's nuts.
Tore his ACL
Yeah,
twice.
That's
to
when
make
you're
it to
getting
the
recruited.
league, dude.
Twice. And I think the offer set back really this time. He was real hard on himself. And he just had so much faith, though.
Yeah.
I remember that in high school.
That's awesome.
It was.
One of the hardest workers I know, for sure.
For sure.
Just a grinder and undrafted guy.
Mm.
But he was the kind of guy, I think, that you could just tell once you got a foot in the door, then the coaches are kind of gonna fall in love with you, and it's hard to cut those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just you can't cut those type
Yeah,
people. Just
yeah,
good
yeah.
people.
So he made the team. I think he got cut by the Broncos, but now he's on the Vikings or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's big on social media too. He's been doing his YouTube
I saw
channel.
that. I did see that.
Yeah, it'd be funny. So we'd be in the hotel and he'd do a pregame vlog and he'd just go up to everyone.
I was there with Pippen.
That's
you hear
old,
when Pippen
too.
was doing his?
Who?
Michael Pittman.
Oh no, I wasn't here. I
Okay,
wasn't here when Pill was
okay,
here, but
okay.
he was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was doing vlogs and stuff.
That's
what I
fun
was
because that's like early social media. Like
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
nobody
yeah.
was doing that.
Yeah,
type of-
or Juju, I think, was kind of doing something similar
Yeah.
with like a YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But now
wild.
those guys are like huge on
Yeah.
social. Like it paid off, you know. Like
Yeah.
Juju's
Yeah.
got what almost 3.5 million followers.
Exactly.
Been
He
balling.
just bought us all like a bunch of gear.
Gear, yeah, a lot.
Well, it's
Just
gonna
look at
co- it's
release,
gonna come out later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna come out after.
Either way, it's not like.
Yeah, we can cut it.
And what he's doing with like video gaming too, which I'm
Yeah.
not super
He
into.
was like
gaming.
with Ninja, bro.
Yeah.
He's like some crazy like
He's probably.
video gamers.
Do you think he's making more on the field or off
No.
the field?
off the field for sure,
Really?
So
bro. Because I think all of them are. Most people are like that though. I'm pretty sure.
they,
No,
a lot
not
of people
most
make more money.
No
than
way,
us.
not most people.
No,
No.
I know like Alvin Kamara, like he makes like doesn't use a cent from his own contract.
Well, he's a big name, so it's
Yeah.
like there's not a lot of those.
I guess.
You know. And then there's some guys that do take advantage of social media, like Juju. Like not a lot do probably. Right, it takes a lot of effort to like do all that. Like
Yeah.
TikTok, Instagram, Twitter.
Sure, making videos. I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of the guys
Content
like
creation.
post though.
Yeah, but it's like basic stuff. Like
Yeah, they're
great
fits,
team
football.
win or put
Yeah.
like a highlight. You know, it's
Yeah.
not like he's actively making content. Like,
Speaking of social media, you're the biggest I've heard. Just all over social media.
Is that
dude.
right?
No, dude.
Nah,
What's up with that? You don't really do social media.
it's not something that I'm big on.
Yeah.
I would say. It's not that I try to avoid it. It's just like, I mean, it's not really like I don't really care to always be worried about somebody else's life or different stuff like that. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
really big on what's going on with the world. Like, I'm big on podcasts. I like podcasts.
oh really? Which ones?
YouTube. So, well,
Besides this one.
obviously Joe Rogan. I
Okay,
I
yeah.
always watch here with the football players, athletes first.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the sports podcasts. I
That's
started
dope.
watching LeBron's podcast.
How was
Well,
that?
not his
Oh,
podcast,
The
but
Shop?
like, the
Yeah,
shop.
I like the shop. I like
The
the
shop. And it's one more. They be doing like they did Trump. They interviewed Trump.
Ooh.
Like Nelk?
Nelk.
Yeah.
Nelk.
They're
I like Nelk. I like
They
Nelk.
be doing some
I
wild
seen those-
stuff.
They took
bro.
that video down in like 24 hours.
Yeah.
Really?
It
With
got
them
like
and Trump?
5 mil views, and they
Yeah.
had to take it down.
Yeah. I would guess so though. I don't
How
even know why
nuts is
Trump
that?
did that though.
Just-
Like, that's
it's
too
fun.
much of a free.
Do you
of
think
an
he even
interview.
knew who they were? Or you just
No,
like,
because they've hung out with him before. If you watch their
really?
YouTube, yeah, like
Okay.
they went golfing and stuff before,
Really?
and then this was like
what a strange combination.
I
Like a
know.
group
Sure.
of guys who became famous for doing pranks, like on YouTube.
they're
early
huge now
YouTube.
though.
But like, that's just a funny story.
Yeah, yeah.
And then now you're golfing with an ex-president. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Because they have like a Happy Dad. It's pretty big. That's their alcohol they have.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
And they have a bunch of
It's like a
merch
seltzer or
and stuff.
something?
Yeah,
Okay.
you definitely had it. Like it's pretty popular.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty fun.
Rogan's good though. I like his I started off listening to like when he'd have a lot of like scientists on, like when I wanted to,
Yeah.
when I wanted to learn
Oh
something.
yeah.
And like physicists and that kind of stuff. And then I got drawn into like him with his comic friends. And I was like, what? It's just fun to kind of be a fly on the wall and like see how these guys interact. And it was kind of like a big inspiration, honestly, for what we're doing here. Just the guys chilling.
I was about to
laying
say,
back.
what was the idea for you to come start doing this?
Well, there's a lot of different ones, but
Yeah.
originally it wasn't even my idea. It was my buddy Parker, who I
Okay.
lived with. He was like one of our punters at Vanderbilt, and it was right before I came here, like 2020 COVID, and a lot of like the social issues were going on with like the George Floyd murder and like remember like peak COVID.
Yeah, yeah.
And he kind of was like, hey, why don't you like start a podcast, like a platform where you can like hang out with your teammates and like guys can really share in a long form medium like what they think and like just express themselves basically. Because at the time people were putting up like black squares on Instagram and like short little things on Twitter, but it's not really expressing your true views. You know, it's like how much can you really say in 2-3 sentences?
Yeah.
And so that was like the original idea. It got me thinking, and I've always been a fan of podcasts and kind of sit back and be like, oh, I could do that.
Yeah. Look at us.
So it's
now.
been fun. Yeah, it's been fun. And nothing exists like that really for college athletes, at least at the time. Like a platform like this, where like
The only
Yeah.
ones that are coming out now is the stuff with like CJ Stroud. Have you seen that?
no, I haven't.
I think Overtime's doing like a sort of podcast or something.
Really.
With CJ
Yeah.
Stroud?
Yeah.
And what kind of?
I
what's
don't.
the
I saw a
setup?
clip on Overtime. It was like them
Okay.
doing a podcast with like Trey Henderson, the running back, and like one
That's
other
cool.
dude.
I know Bryce Young partnered with Colin Coward's new brand, The Volume.
Oh, gotcha.
And so they do like a little show, but again, it's different.
That's
like,
super recent.
They started last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it's all virtual and it's kind of more segmented interview style.
Gotcha.
Whereas this is like personal and we're kind of kicking back.
We have like a station too, like
Yeah.
get this.
Or it's like e.g. like think like you've done like the post game pressers and they're
Mm-hmm.
asking you questions and it's like, all right, like what'd you feel like went right on the sack or interception?
Oh,
And,
so
like,
it'd be like a podcast like this after?
no, I'm saying that's not what we wanted to do.
Oh,
like, I didn't
okay,
want it to be
okay.
formal in that way.
Oh, okay.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
At least that's not like what I like to listen to.
Yeah.
I like just the guys kicking it.
Yeah, I feel like when it's more like people relaxing, they get a vibe that it's like everybody
Yeah.
relaxing. And
Yeah, and you get to know someone better.
Yeah.
Because I'm not myself. Like if I'm on any TV station and they're asking me like, Mo, like what do you think about NIL?
Right.
You know, it's like I'll give
Yeah,
my answer.
yeah.
But I'm like,
Right.
I'm not really me.
Yeah,
like that's
like-
not how
Right.
I
It's just a
am
view of
interacting
a
with people.
certain
It's,
topic.
yeah.
You know.
it's-
What do
it's
you
a-
like to do outside of like football? Like is
Chill, bro, honestly. I mean,
Really?
it's not, like I said, with social media, I mean, that's really how I am just off the field. Like, just chill.
hanging out?
Like, see people here and there, maybe on our team, like, just really to myself.
You play video games?
As of
Music?
lately, no.
Okay.
Music all the time, though.
Gotcha.
So music, podcast. I'm more of a YouTube person
Really?
than a like a shows type person.
Yeah.
So I watch a lot of podcasts, a lot of different stuff. Because it's really like I like learning. Like I like learning or just hearing how different like athletes are, a lot of different athletes' perspective and business owners too. Like listening to Kanye. I like listening
Yeah.
to the new
Don't
Kanye.
say Kanye now.
Kanye now, I would say. I like this documentary though.
Dude,
That was really
I do like
The
this
documentary was really nice. I think that
Yeah.
opened the side of Kanye that, or showed the side of Kanye that a lot of people really didn't see.
Yeah, it puts things into perspective. Like I appreciate Kanye definitely more after watching that, just
Yeah.
seeing where he came from and
You
the
know,
amount of confidence it took. Oh, is this our Philly cheesesteak? Hey, do you like Philly cheesesteaks?
Of course.
All right,
So we
so
had
course.
to, dude.
can you break this down?
Yep.
Like, cause there's several spots in Philly and there's like a rivalry, right? So like,
Yeah.
like talk me through it. And what's your favorite too?
I would say, okay, my personal favorite, something called the Poppy Stores.
Yeah.
So it's corner stores. Corner
Okay.
stores.
What's that?
Just regular corner stores you just go to. Everyday, just neighborhood. Just go to corner store. Thank you. And they'll just make everyday cheesesteak for you.
All right, well, let's see if you can give this a rating. See, like, how close. This is Figueroa, Philly. It's right around the corner. And
I don't know if it's gonna be that the classic cheese whiz.
The one that we had at Galen was good, though.
Really?
I remember we had one at Galen.
Galen?
Really? I'm telling you.
Bro, Galen's
We had-
coming back, bro.
Galen.
Galen cheese sticks.
Galen popped out with a cheesesteak that was good.
That's wild.
Oh, we need a rating out of 10 here.
Okay. Out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I didn't choose Cheese Whiz. I didn't know that was like what you do. I went American.
Oh,
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
do
it
cheese
gotta-
whiz.
It just sounded weird.
No, that's like the classic. Like,
Is it ketchup in here?
yeah, ketchup's the other thing.
No, there's no ketchup in there.
There's no
Bro,
ketchup in there.
that's-
You're supposed to
that's
put
the-
ketchup in there?
Yeah.
That's a
Yes.
part of it.
Says who?
Not like in it, but like you dip it.
For real?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
That's
before.
like the thing.
No, you're
gotta
supposed
do.
to put it in it.
Really?
Yes, that's what I'll be saying. See,
Really?
the difference is about the cheesesteaks is that it's salt, pepper, ketchup inside the cheesesteak.
Gotcha. Okay. I only knew it to like dip it.
So this was voted number 1 in LA. It's right around the corner too. You want to try it? It's right next to the Coliseum. It's pretty good. I think it's all about the bread though. What do you think?
To me, hella good.
What does that translate to out of 10?
Out of 10,
Yeah.
I would give it
Give me
a.
like a full, like say you're Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen. Like,
I would give it a.
give me the,
Granted, no ketchup.
I'm gonna say 7.5.
give me the full.
I'm gonna say 7.5.
That's not bad.
7.5. That's a good rating.
Yeah, it is. To me, it's good. It's good. I just think, like I said, it's missing the ketchup part.
Yeah, the
The
ketchup.
ketchup, everything be good. It's
And the
just
wrong
missing the
cheese.
ketchup. But I mean, it's still white cheese. If you put cheddar cheese in a cheesesteak now, that's disrespectful.
Really?
Yeah. Think white cheese, American cheese, for sure. But Geno's is no go.
Really?
No,
Why?
What's wrong with Geno's?
they don't use the regular recipes. I mean, it's not the regular cheesesteak, salt, pepper, ketchup on the inside.
They do too much?
I think so. I think they try to be different. That's what it is.
That's the big thing.
They
You
try
gotta
to be different.
classic. Like,
You gotta. That's why I go to the Poppy store, because to me it's classic.
have you found any spots out here that you're like, is that? No.
I will go to here. Figueroa Phillies.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I live across the street
From the college?
From
from the
Oh,
college.
you've probably seen it.
I think I have. It's so many stores out here though.
Yeah.
So like you could just drive past something and you don't even realize.
Yeah, there was another one on the list, Koreatown, which is right next to us. Booze. BOO.
I was surprised by LA.
In what way?
I didn't realize how many homeless was out here.
Yeah,
I
there
didn't
are a lot
realize
of homeless
that.
people.
My first time ever being in LA was coming out here for the visit during the
Really?
spring game
For USC? Like
for USC in LA.
when you were in high school?
When I hit the portal.
Oh, okay.
So the Cali was way bigger than I thought it would be.
it's huge.
Because when they told me, like, it didn't, I confused the Cali with the Rose Bowl. Like, I don't know why, but I didn't think, like, they fit as many.
People.
Yeah. And then when I saw how big the Cali was, when we walked up, I was like, oh, my God. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge. For sure. This is good, though.
But overall, you like LA? Like, would you live out here?
For sure. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, the homeless, it's an issue for sure. That's
But it's nothing that I wasn't used to.
yeah, I mean,
Like,
Northeast.
Philly
yeah,
has
in
some.
Philly, yeah. It was just that I didn't expect as much as Philly. Downtown part of LA.
Yeah.
For sure. I didn't expect this much homeless.
What's been your favorite part out here so far, besides football?
I stay by myself, so it's just been peaceful, just me staying by myself, honestly. Coming back from practice, the games. I think the best is, like, coming from a game, especially a win, you just come home by yourself and you just, like, you're able to just relax and rethink the game over, different stuff like that. I go home all the time and just watch the highlights of the game over again and just watch, like, the Trojan live or whatever, and, them react to the game after. But
So you don't go out or anything after games and like celebrate?
For sure.
Oh, you do?
Here and there, like once in a while, if everybody on the team gonna go out.
How was that at Arizona State? Because I mean, Arizona
Party
State's
school.
like the party school.
Yeah.
It was less during the season. I didn't really go out because I was like playing, and I know that this season was gonna matter because of our like coaching situation.
Yeah.
So I really was trying to focus. So I was like really like staying in the crib, not going outside, just really focusing for real.
Now off season though. He left out the off season.
All season, I went out for sure.
No, but it's like
I made sure I did though,
it's notorious.
Yeah,
though.
you gotta have
like,
the balance.
because I
The
thought about
women-
I was gonna hit the portal.
Oh, Phil.
Yeah, so like at the beginning of January, Link came here, different stuff was going on here. I was like, I already knew like in February, like I'm going either USC or I'm gonna stay back here. Like that was a made decision.
Oh, you thought you might stay once you're already in the portal?
Like come back to ASU.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was for sure going to
Really?
be USC or back to ASU.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
Why?
our coach got fired. Somebody that recruited me, I knew it wasn't going to be the same.
Your D-line coach?
Defensive coordinator.
Okay.
And he was our main recruiter. Antonio Pierce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got fired.
And was there ever like concern with Herm that he would get fired just because of all of the like allegations and the investigation going on?
I knew that if not really during the offseason, I thought that Herm was going to stay. I knew that like they may have like starting to get players or whatever for like the violations or whatever. So
Because a lot of guys transferred.
it was
Like that D lineman. Oh no, never mind. I'm thinking.
well, D lineman transferred. Lole.
Yeah.
Yeah, he transferred.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I look at the transfer portal now, on like how many of our players transferred, it's wild.
Yeah, a lot of guys left.
Wild.
Same with here. I mean, here got left 40 guys left, 30 new guys came.
Yeah.
At the same time,
Well, like over the spring
Yeah.
summer period.
Yeah, right,
You know, which is wild. I mean,
Yeah, I was
that's an
about to say that is
entirely new
crazy.
different team.
Did you talk to those guys at ASU right now with the coaching change?
for sure.
Yeah, my boy transferred over there. Cam from Vanderbilt plays receiver.
Brown.
Cam Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah, wears
0.
number 7. 7.
Oh, 7.
Yeah.
Really? He wore 7 for ASU?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Cam Johnson.
No,
like,
'cause I
okay.
don't remember 7. I remember 0. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he was a big player for us at Vandy, and then with everything going on, another guy just went in the portal.
Yeah.
ASU offered, and it just sucks for him because he went through a coaching change at Vandy with
And
Coach Mason
gotta go-
leaving,
I
and
feel
then
sorry for
going
that.
through it again. Like you don't think that's gonna happen through the portal, but
That was my main biggest thing on why I didn't want to leave also. At first was because I thought, man, they going through a coaching change. So to go through this again and not have, not be there with them is like, but
like leaving your boys kind of thing.
yeah, it was. But after that, I mean, I saw what was going on here.
Yeah.
Like when I came during the spring game, I was like, oh, no, this is the place for sure.
What'd y'all do on the visit?
Honestly, we were downtown. We was downtown. I forget where we were downtown.
You guys go to SoFi and all that?
No,
Oh, really?
no. I didn't. I really was just like, I mean, even on my visit, I didn't even go out. Like, they offered for me to go out that night. But I just stayed in the hotel, sat there, talked to like my homies about the game, about like, what's going on in LA.
Yeah.
'Cause it was a lot. It's always a lot when somebody going in the port, especially like when your name is a little bit of a something. So you got different people saying this or where you should go, But so I just talked to my friends about how it was going on here.
Have you always played linebacker or?
No, defensive end. I played linebacker once when I was younger.
Gotcha.
I was a stud that year. I was a stud. I was at middle also.
So did you know you were gonna play linebacker here?
I knew I was going to play linebacker. I knew I was going to play linebacker coming into college. I knew I wasn't going to gain enough weight to play defensive end.
You gotta be huge.
I wasn't. I already knew that wasn't something. I knew I was athletic enough for sure. Like, I knew how good my athleticism was for sure.
You ever play offense
Receiver,
in high school and stuff?
I can see it.
receiver,
Might as well, right?
tight end. Exactly.
Yeah.
I played quarterback when I was younger.
Okay.
I wasn't always as tall until like around like 13. 7, like
That's young as hell, though.
oh yeah, right. You're
That's
right on
before
that.
high school. You
Yeah. Could you? Can I put this up?
yeah. You can do whatever. You can eat each other,
I
whatever.
was about to say. I still
Nah.
want to.
Yeah, save it. So, but that length though is uncommon.
Exactly.
Like if someone just saw you, they'd probably think you're a basketball player.
Exactly. I always got that. That's
Right.
why I'm so used to it now. Like, me, I'm good with dealing with criticism for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's probably a good thing. I mean,
Yeah.
people could say like you need to fill up or whatever.
Yeah,
but
right.
I mean, it's an advantage, bro. It's hard to throw over you.
Yeah. Sure.
And Oregon State quarterback probably said the same thing. Right? Like if you're over the middle, bro, someone's running a seam, 7-foot wingspan.
And then you have
like how are you supposed to put it up and over? Yeah.
enough to get it to where it's
Right.
not floating.
That's another thing. Like, knowing who's around me also helps. It's like, I know if he gets it over me, Max or Kalen is going
and
to get it.
Kalen's long as
It's
hell.
And
fast.
Kalen's long
Exactly.
too.
So
Dude,
I
yeah.
like knowing like a shorter, just a little bit shorter version of me is right there at safety. It's like
Yeah.
I'm not really worried. I'm like, one of them are going to get him. So
Yeah.
That confidence is probably huge for a defense.
yeah.
Just like trusting each other.
that's the thing about, I think for sure with our defenses. I think now we're gaining a lot of trust with each other. I think the Oregon State game really was like, to me, that was a game like even I could not believe we won that game. Not because of like the circumstances, just because of like how much went on, like I said, not because we were down, but just like everything that was going on back and forth. It was so much a little time. Like I was like, oh, I don't know. And then just the emotions that went on that game. But
It's awesome.
it's amazing, though. Amazing.
That tip at the end was pretty gnarly too.
It was. I knew the call that was going to happen.
Really?
Yeah. I knew that during the call it was going to happen. We got like a cover 2 call. I knew I was going to be sitting in the middle of the field, and he was going to try to get it to the in between the hashes. I knew I was fast enough to get from hash to hash.
That's awesome. Was it something you guys had seen all week, preparing kind of?
No, I don't think so. I think Coach Grinch knew the length that we got on the field. Cover 2 is a good call for us. So.
Run it.
Right, I was about to say it could be out there,
Yeah.
like,
He talks about that all the time, I think, right?
Yeah,
like it's
exactly.
not about the play call, it's about
about
the
the players.
effort.
It's
and
about the effort
players.
during the
Yeah.
play, right? Exactly. So, That's another big thing for us is like trying to give effort every play. I think that's a big thing. Even effort, not just physically but mentally, just making sure the things is right going on.
Are there any guys that you model your game after? Because I feel like you're kind of almost breaking a mold. Like I'm trying to think of guys who have gone through like college football and the NFL, and I mean I can't really think of anyone with your length and height playing the linebacker position.
Yeah, not a lot of comparisons.
Like it could be a new thing where it's like coaching staffs are looking at you and the success we're having. They're like, damn, we need an EG.
Yeah.
You know?
We need to get on the basketball team.
right.
Start recruiting.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
For sure, not a lot of
Have
comparisons.
you thought about that? You're like a pioneer in a sense, bro.
Have I thought about it? I mean, a lot of,
Pioneer.
I would say a lot of different stuff is hitting for me. Like, kids looking up to me, it's hitting, like, like I'm inspiration for certain people.
For sure.
And it's not fake. Like, I used to think at ASU, it's like, just because I'm here at ASU, that's my line. Like, no, if I went somewhere else, those kids would genuinely look up to me if I went somewhere else too. But I think with the height, it was just like something that I didn't realize how much different it was. I looked at just, I look at regular linebackers that's just regular size. I mean, Micah Parsons, obviously, he's from PA, so I knew he played on our 7-on-7 team.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
You played with him?
I was younger. He was on the older team. So, he was in 12th grade when I was in, like, 8th grade or 11th. He was in 11th. But he was on the older team. I was on the 8th grade team.
What made you not go to Penn State? Because, like, everybody from PA goes to Penn State, right?
They didn't offer.
Really?
Penn State or Rutgers didn't offer. Those were the two schools
And
I
would
think
you
I
have stayed, do you think?
No.
Really?
You didn't want to
Penn
stay?
State, I was locked and committed.
That's what I'm
freshman
saying.
year, I was ready. I was ready to go. I saw Micah there. I saw Penn State had everything.
Everybody loves Penn
everything
State there, right?
Everything I wanted.
Wow.
And then they didn't offer. And then my junior year, they said to me, I wouldn't say the coach's name, but he was like, we didn't expect you to be this good, I should say.
No.
We didn't think you were going to be that good playing linebacker. Or just rushing. They thought that I was going to play defensive end. And so they watched 7-on-7 and different stuff. And then, they just were thrown off, I would say. Them and Rutgers. It surprised me to not be offered by them, I think.
Yeah, your home
Felt some
state,
type of way
dude.
for sure. I for sure felt some type of way.
Not even in the portal, nothing.
In the portal, but I didn't pay them no mind in the portal by
It was
then.
too late.
It was like, you already missed out. But I told them, like, I told the coaches, like, that I was going to be good in college. I had confidence in myself.
Oh, you would tell the coaches that?
Well, I told Penn State coaches, yeah. I mean, my junior year, they weren't expecting it. And then my senior year, I had more 7-on-7 things come out because I opted out my senior year.
Oh, really?
You did?
I did, yeah.
Why?
So I was a
COVID?
low prospect. But I always knew, like, I always knew I was, not to pat myself on the back, but I always knew I was
Solid.
good at football.
Yeah.
I knew I was
Right.
good. I thought that I had the confidence going into my senior year. I was one of the best in high school.
Was that COVID?
I just
or
didn't.
Why
I didn't
did
go to
you-
camps.
Why did you opt out? What is that? Is
I
that
got the chance to early enroll.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
A year early?
just a semester. So you know how I would early enroll in June. I
Yeah.
would early enroll. So I was supposed
In
to.
January.
Well, wouldn't
right?
you
In
play?
January.
You could play fall. And
Yeah,
early
that's what a
enroll
lot of
after
guys
that.
do. Play fall and then go in January. Why didn't you just do that?
Well, I didn't have. I had to get my grades right.
Gotcha.
So and it was the football was different for the East Coast. It was like, if one person got COVID, the whole thing was going to shut down.
Right.
So
Oh,
it
and
was
this was
like I
during
didn't want
COVID.
to take the chance of trying to play this season, and then we couldn't play for a state championship anyway. So I was like, I didn't want to play.
Oh, that makes. It was
wanted to-
COVID though.
yeah, for
Okay,
COVID though.
Gotcha. I
Oh,
thought it
yeah,
was just a
COVID.
regular year.
Oh no, it was COVID. Oh, that's what you were
like,
asking.
yeah.
Oh no, 2020, it was COVID.
Oh,
yeah, it was
okay,
COVID.
that makes
That's why.
sense
Yeah,
then.
COVID.
And you just
time.
had a bunch of offers from junior
Yeah.
year, so you're
Yeah.
like,
That
I don't
makes
need to
sense.
play,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
So going into that year, I thought I was the best in class of 21. Going into this.
Playing linebacker.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought I was good.
Oh yeah.
How do you feel about it now then?
Same way.
Same way?
For sure.
Okay.
I for sure feel confident the same way.
Hell yeah.
But being younger, going into that COVID year, I was going against a lot of NFL players, like 7-on-7. As you could tell, we didn't have a lot of weight rooms that was open. So we really had a lot of field, though.
A lot of cheesesteaks though.
We for sure
Yeah.
did. That's why I know towards the end of the year, I was just like really ready to go to college. Like I thought I did enough. I thought I prepared enough to be ready to go to college for sure.
And to taking that year off, like, how was that transition going into college? Was it seamless, or you kind of felt a little rusty? Because sometimes when guys take that much time off, it's a little.
Jamar Chase. For
Yeah,
example.
we were talking about Jamar,
Yeah.
like that first preseason, he was dropping all those balls.
Hadn't played in a minute.
You can be rusty for sure. You can be like.
Is it weird,
stiff.
like hitting? Yeah.
Yeah, my first practice with equipment on, I was nervous.
Really?
I was nervous. We had no equipment on our first 2 practices. I was doing real good. And now equipment came on. I'm like, oh, my God. I didn't play football in like 2 years. Like,
Yeah.
I'm putting a shoulder pad on, a helmet on. I'm like,
It's a little uncomfortable.
what? Like,
Yeah.
I'm feeling like it's going to weigh me down now. It was so weird, but
Right.
I got adjusted to it. My biggest fear was old linemen.
Really just coming up.
How big they were.
Yeah.
College O-line, yeah.
How big they were.
big
It
jump.
was it was a big jump. You go from 275, that may be your biggest old lineman you
Yeah.
see in high school, 350, 325,
Easy, yeah.
like that's just regular.
Yeah.
So
And guys always talk about, like, there's that one moment either in practice or, like, early in the season where you realize, like, okay, I belong. Like, you make a play or a sack.
Yeah.
And, like, you kind of think, because other than that, you're kind of still in the feeling out phase, like, from
Yeah.
high school.
Yeah.
Or, like, for me, I came from junior college, so I was, like, kind of feeling it out. Like, I remember, like, there was a specific touchdown I threw where I was,
Yeah.
like, feeling myself, talking a lot of trash. And I was like, oh, this is easy. I could do this.
I would say going the end of my spring ball, I would say. I started to get the buzz that, like, I was the freshman to watch for ASU. I started to see, like, different people noticing me off the field and on the field. I had confidence, though. Like, I went from being the person that, I was, what's he going to do in practice, to being a guy that, like, in that freshman year, what is Eric going to do? So it was good. And then going into my fall camp, a lot of trash talking. I was doing a lot of trash talking. Yeah.
You trash talk during the game a lot too?
No. As a
Really?
freshman,
No.
I was so focused on doing what I had to do.
Right. What
That's
about
why
now?
this year I do it now.
Yeah, what about now?
Yeah,
What about
now,
now?
yeah.
What's
You
the
being
go-
A
after
little more
it?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the most I ever trash talk was probably ASU game.
Yeah,
Ah,
God's
yeah,
sake,
against
those are
the
your
boys.
Yeah.
dude.
What were you saying?
Man, it was crazy. The first half was just like, it was so crazy playing against him. It felt so weird.
Oh, my
It
God.
felt so weird.
All right, I have to tell you this funny story about trash talking with the ASU game.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going with
Oh
this.
my gosh.
So Tabo, our linebacker,
Carson.
he's injured. As I'm
Shout out
honest.
Carson.
Yeah. So
Shout out
like,
Carson.
we can't run once the first half finishes to go up in the tunnel. So we're walking side by side.
Yeah.
We're just talking. And meanwhile, the ASU football team is running alongside us since we're walking and they're running. And they see us with the jerseys, and they're chirping. And at the time, it was a close game. I think we were up like, what, 3 or 7,
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. And so they're feeling themselves like they can win this game. And I think it was number 0, if I remember correctly.
Isaiah, yeah.
Yeah,
I know exactly.
like a DB or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Isaiah,
He like
yeah.
turned and looked at us. He's like, "Hey, tell your homies that we're here." And I just looked at him like I kind of laughed because I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, whatever. And then Tabo, he gets kind of fired up. He's a linebacker, and he just looked back at him. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna tell him, but you tell your homies we're a second half football team." and then he
like,
ran
what
away,
the
and I
heck,
just
bro?
looked at Tabo. I'm like, "Bro,
What was that?
What was that?
Tabo,
You're
don't-
embarrassing
Oh
us,
my
bro."
God, Tabo.
What did he say?
He was like, he hit his head on his
He's like,
foot. He's like, dude, I'm a little rusty,
Nah,
man.
you gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to him. He gotta get warmed up
He's
for
like,
that.
statistically speaking, we're actually a second half team. And then number 0 looked back at him like, yo, what?
like, what is this guy
Yeah.
talking
That's for sure Ike's reaction. That's for sure the way Ike will react. Like, what, bro? What are you talking
He wasn't
about?
expecting it, bro. It was like the Andrew Luck thing when you talk trash to him and like he would just compliment you
yeah,
back.
exactly.
Hey, good hit, buddy. You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Dude, and then he comes out this week, Carson, halftime. He goes out a little early. I don't know if you saw this. Goes out a little early right to the tunnel because we have to come out the same tunnel. And then he just started talking trash to every single guy, every single player, dude. I was like, Tabo, what are you doing? He's like, just get my reps in.
Just get my reps in,
Get it back in.
yeah. He felt embarrassed last
I was
year.
like, all right, I like that.
He
I like
was
that,
embarrassed
dude.
by it.
He felt embarrassed last
And keep
week.
in mind, this dude's wearing no pads. Like, he's obviously injured, like, shorts and a jersey.
Yeah,
so it's
dude.
just so funny,
He's
bro.
hilarious.
Shout out Tabo, man. Tabo's funny.
It's
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Well, do you say anything specific? Is there you got like a go-to or
No.
what do you like to talk about
No.
their clothes, nothing like
No.
that,
For Washington State, I just was talking to the quarterback. Like,
bro?
I remember when I missed the sack,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm gonna get you. But mid-game, they were like, hey, bro, we wasn't expecting you to be this good, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? They're giving you compliments?
It's like second. It was like second quarter.
You're like, what
I was like,
you're like, hold up.
okay. And I remember going into halftime. We were up 3, and I was like, oh, we're gonna get on. We're gonna get on them this game. The second half, I knew it was gonna be a shutout for sure.
Yeah, how are you doing, dude? I would never do that.
Yeah, what a strange move to
Yeah,
compliment.
like I would never
I would
be
never
like,
compliment.
bro, you're
linebacker.
actually hella solid. Not gonna lie. Like
Dude, that pass
what?
rush was sick.
Yeah, like what?
Who said that? The quarterback?
No, it was a fullback, number 40 something.
Okay. Huh.
Gotcha.
How weird.
42, I remember. Yeah, 42.
That's funny, dude. This is wild.
That number 0 guy, he talks a lot of trash, man. From ASU, the guy who was talking to us.
Ike, yeah,
That's just who he is.
yeah, for sure. He getting the time that he was expecting this year. You know, he worked for the reps that he's getting, so he gonna cherish his moments for sure. I mean, he's a special talent though. So
Yeah. I'm kind of curious. We talked about it a little bit in the past, but the whole deal with Jalen, when he transferred last year, do you remember what happened?
Jalen who?
Jaden.
Jaden. My bad.
No, you good.
Yeah, Jaden. Okay.
So like he transferred, and then I just saw it on Twitter. Obviously, I wasn't in the locker room, but they posted videos of like people trashing it.
Yeah.
So like what was the deal with that?
It wasn't as, I don't even know why. I mean, it looked as bad as it was, but it for sure wasn't.
Well,
It
what
literally-
happened?
It literally was our equipment people
Uh-huh.
grabbing his stuff out the locker room,
Gotcha.
and so
It
I
looked
think
like some people were like throwing stuff.
no, it was they were throwing stuff in the bag.
Okay.
It was a lot of people around the locker room though in that area. So, but the person that was recording it is what made it wrong. He was just like, oh, he suck or whatever.
Yeah.
I think the
Right.
big issue was the person that recorded
Was
it.
that a player?
Yeah, it was a player.
Yeah.
Was there like beef with were
I
people
don't know
not
what
like
they
him
had. I
or
don't think it
something?
was. I don't know. I mean,
Did everybody like mess with him there?
everybody. To me, I ain't even gonna say to me. To everybody,
Yeah.
was, everybody understood why he left. What everything was going on. It was expected that he was going to leave.
Yeah.
We were thinking of different quarterbacks that we were going to get in the portal already. I mean, it was expected for sure. But I guess the reaction by the player was
Upset.
what bothered me, I would say.
Yeah.
I don't think I think he was wrong by that.
So
but
they're still your boys.
yeah, exactly. And to record is like, and he was an older player, so it was like, come on, you can't record that.
It's an emotional decision. It
Yeah.
seems like.
Yeah, for sure. But it wasn't as bad though. It was just equipment people. Nobody was stealing out of his locker like people.
It was
were
a
trying.
bad look though. I saw it on Twitter. I'm like,
yeah.
oh my god.
Nobody was stealing out of his locker. It was just equipment.
Yeah, I remember they put out like yard sale. Like
Yeah.
everybody's like snagging stuff. from his
Right.
locker.
I was like, jeez.
J5 is a good guy though. He's from out here
Seems
too.
like a nice kid.
Oh, he's an
yeah,
LA guy.
Yeah. Nah, he's from San Bernardino.
Okay.
Yeah, like. further up
How's he
north.
doing at LSU?
He's doing good.
Yeah.
They're doing good. He's doing good. He's getting the time. He's starting there. Doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, he won the job.
Yeah.
I know they lost a few games, but I mean.
Yeah, I think they just
FCC
lost to
said-
That's like
Tennessee, who's supposed to be
brand
good.
Too,
Yeah,
like
that's
Brian Kelly and everything. It's
Yeah.
probably a transition.
That's another
stuff.
thing too. That's why I'm, as much as people say about us this year, it's hard to bring a team together, no matter how good the team is and how many players.
It is hard, bro.
And to come together 1 year, it's hard. So
Yeah.
you got to do a lot of bonding and really fast, a lot of
Yeah.
team bonding.
Are you close with the group, the
For
linebacker
sure.
core?
I mean, you could.
Yeah.
Obviously, everybody's close in the locker room.
Yeah.
We be together so much. It's
That's-
it's hard not to be close with each other. We went through so much during the off season, being up 5 a.m, getting up, lifting, and just doing everyday things. Like when I talk to my other teams at different schools, like they're not having practice as early as us. They're not doing different stuff, and we're 6-0, and they're whatever and whatever, And so I could see it was a lot of stuff but we all bonded together, like when we grew together. We're seeing a lot of the small things matter, going to making sure we getting our grades right, making sure we being everywhere on time, 5 minutes early.
Meals, yeah.
Everything. So
And was there anybody like when you got here that you really like got close with, or kind of like you've been close with over this time?
honestly, everybody on the team.
Gotcha.
I never was really big on like picking my few people out.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just so close with everybody.
All right, you gotta settle this because I see like on all the rankings, the ASU girls are ranked like as the most beautiful in the country. Can you confirm or deny this theory? I just see it on Twitter all the time,
I would.
and I've never been to
There's
ASU
no hate on
games.
ASU. I would deny it though.
Oh,
I would deny it.
What about comparatively, USC?
I would think SC's better.
Wow.
I think SC's better.
That's a hot take.
I've
in the
never
media.
heard that before.
There's no difference from ASU. I think it's a lot of
There's a lot more,
it's
maybe?
a lot different.
Gotcha. Oh,
It's a lot. It's different. I would say it's more versatile.
okay.
More different stuff here. It's like
LA.
It's
two
more diverse.
races. Yeah, I was about to say it's like 2-3 race over there at ASU. You got different type of people there. So
It's more like sorority girl vibes.
at ASU,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. I think that what I would say would be the difference. It's like, you got these different groups, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Versus like, and then it's the same people a lot of times too.
Yeah.
Like, you got your people that stay in the house, and then you have your people that, that's going to the same parties
Yeah.
as every time. So
I just see them on Instagram. They're like all influencer, models.
Really?
on it. Yeah, there's like,
yeah.
Arizona, too, I think, has a lot of people.
yeah.
Arizona's
ASU 's, like,
growing.
more.
Arizona's growing for sure.
Dirty T?
I think so, man. I think so.
No.
I think AZ's growing. I for sure think like there's a lot of people that that's coming there. A lot of athletes.
Scottsdale's fun, dude.
I don't really. At the time that I was up there, I never went to like Old Town or the Scottsdale part.
Yeah. You're in Tempe mostly.
Mostly, I was too young to be.
A lot
up
of
at
NFL
Old Town.
guys, they like train there because Exos is right
Yeah.
nearby.
Yeah.
And it's good nightlife and like just cool things to do.
Dude, the Phoenix Open looks sick. Have you
Oh,
seen that?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
one thing I want to go to eventually.
Yeah. That's the one where everyone's rowdy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just on
yeah.
the. I think it's. I don't remember what hole it is. Maybe like the 9th hole.
They just
like
throw
on the,
stuff?
on the turn.
Oh,
yeah.
the tennis thing.
Yeah.
I mean, not tennis, golf.
Golf.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
It gets
yes,
rowdy.
yes.
Dude.
That's cool.
I did see
Yeah.
that.
Pretty sick.
I saw athletes and different people was there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
I would live in AZ though.
You would?
I would, just cause like you said, how calm it is.
Yeah.
I think a lot of athletes that retire, like B. Rice, he lived out there in AZ.
Right. Yeah.
So a lot of athletes and different, athletes that retire and just want to chill.
Yeah, I mean, it's good
You
weather.
know, and it's not that expensive.
Yeah.
Cheaper than
compared,
California.
dude.
It's not that expensive. You're not going to get a hurricane in Arizona. Like,
It's pretty
This is
warm
true.
all year round.
yeah. So
You like the warm or the cold?
Too hot over the summer.
Warm.
though.
Really?
one,
PA was too cold for you?
PA was way too cold. Philly was way too cold. Way too cold.
So you'd rather live on the West Coast now?
For sure.
Seems like you don't want to go back home.
No. I would go back home.
Really? You just
I
miss your
would.
family and stuff?
I miss Philly.
Gotcha.
I mean, during the COVID time, I found a lot of different places. I would live in Philly, for sure, 100%. I miss
Well, you
it.
got to choose a place. You've said yeah to like 5 places.
Arizona, Cal. Well,
Oh, all right, okay. Ooh,
you had to pick Cali, Arizona, PA.
Arizona.
Okay.
I would say Arizona.
Really?
Yep.
I mean, I'm probably picking that too. What are
Yeah.
you picking? Are those
Arizona?
3?
I think Cali's too expensive.
LA.
Dude, but
I think Philly's
lived here
too just
long.
like East Coast is not as open.
Yeah.
There's different places I could go to in AZ that I can't go to in Philly. Like, I didn't know that there were springs in AZ. Like, places you
Yeah.
could jump off and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Did you do that ever?
No, I think that was my issue with like AZ that I'm trying to do out here in Cali is like experience
explore.
more, explore.
Yeah. Do you have
Like
a
I
car?
always wanted to say I wanted to come to Cali, but I never like explored.
Oh, dude, you have to. There's so much to do out here. Are you into like outdoor things like
I
hiking?
am.
Okay,
Wiley.
Yeah, you and Wiley gotta go
And
hiking.
Shane be going too.
See, that's the thing. You name
Shane
two
loves
guys
exploring.
that are.
Yeah, those guys are
Woo.
animals.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You're probably lighter than them though, so it'd be easier.
Hiking though is something new
It's
for
fun.
me.
It's
It's
fun.
something new for me.
Yeah. He said
what
you
about-
named Wiley and Shane.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Those
two
are
most
two.
fun guys on the team, dude.
What about like skiing or surfing and that kind of stuff?
I've never been on like no like nature type stuff. So no skydiving, no skiing, surfing, mountain climbing.
Fishing?
As a kid, one time by myself though.
Okay. Wait, what?
I had
You
a
went
fishing
by
rod.
yourself as a kid?
I got some crazy stories as a kid.
Really?
Let's hear it.
By myself, I was I had a fishing rod. Well, we had like this little place that like they gave us. We had like this lake, and it was like, they have like little rods for us, fishing rods. They put meat on to catch fish, and I was catching fish back to back to back. Back to back. We'll say I'm a fisherman here.
Just a prodigy.
Yeah, but by myself. But it was like little, like they weren't like crazy big fish. Like they were
Yeah, it
small
don't matter
fish.
now.
Yeah, but I was for
How old
sure
were you?
getting right. I was like 10. I was young.
Yeah.
But I remember I was so like fearless. I was grabbing the fish, like just taking it off the hook and everything.
You
Exactly.
get back out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the O-linemen, they go, down San Diego, like
Yeah.
off of
I
Mexico.
love
There's some
San
really
Diego.
good. Dude, San Diego's cool.
Amazing. My coach told me it's like the best place.
Oh,
in
you've
the
never been?
US.
Or
I've
how-
never been.
Oh, well, how do you know you love it?
Well, like I love like
The idea of it?
about the idea of
San
San Diego.
Diego's
I love
Yeah,
the
San
idea
Diego's
of
fun.
San. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
But yeah, like off those like southern shores, they have some really good deep sea fishing.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta explore some more,
I
bro. There's
do,
so much
for
to
sure. This bye week, I want to go somewhere.
do. Yeah,
It's a little short, like 3 days we got. Just somewhere like
go down to
chill
San
Get outta
Diego,
here.
bro.
by myself. Yeah, like just
Oh, you're gonna go by yourself?
Yeah, you go to San Diego.
yeah.
That's what you should do.
If I would go to San Diego, I would have to go with somebody though.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I would have to go like I don't know,
Little
teammate or
locals.
somebody.
yeah.
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 Maybe we'll all send it.
Why not?
Down.
Let's do it.
Or Vegas or Scottsdale.
Yeah, Scottsdale too.
Scottsdale.
Yeah.
I had a question. Did you ever play like high school, like a game where it was just like like 0 degrees, snowing?
My
like,
last high school game.
Really? Was it
last high
wild?
school game ever. It was like
Like a snow
10
game?
degrees outside.
Uh huh.
Like can't feel your hands, can't feel your feet.
That's wild.
Eyes are like tears are cold. Everything like
That's wild.
Philly will East Coast weather playing football in there will like
Once you're
either
playing though, you don't
build
really
or
feel the
break it.
cold.
honestly it's hard though. Like with gloves
Still
on,
feel it.
your gloves
10
are,
degrees, bro.
like catching a ball is the worst thing ever.
I bet.
In the
Not with
cold,
gloves on.
no, with gloves on, catching the ball.
yeah.
I'm telling you, like your hands, you won't be able to. We used to put, the little hot packets.
yeah.
We used to put those like on the
In the
back of our,
gloves.
like the palm of our glove.
And
we would tape
we
it.
played Utah my freshman year here,
Yeah.
and then we put like this Vaseline type
Yeah, a lot
stuff
of
on
guys
your
do that.
skin. To,
I
like,
learned to put
insulate.
Vaseline on in high school.
Insulate,
when
yeah.
it was cold.
A lot of guys put on surgical gloves under their football gloves as well.
I did that too.
Yeah.
Vaseline's, like
the-
doctor gloves, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I remember to make my hands hot. Yeah.
Those are the two hacks.
If I would have knew that in high school, I think it'd have been so much better. But
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I did do the Vaseline, but not
grinding it
the,
out.
not the. We used to have 7-on-7 practices where it was frost on the ground.
Oh my god.
Be slipping out there and everything.
terrible.
But it would. I'm
That's
telling
fun,
you, it
though,
would
for
build us though. It would
Was it
because
fun
we
at
would
all?
go out Vegas and be like hella conditioned,
Right.
like
Yeah.
just be running around.
like, oh, this is normal grass.
and we were conditioning, like we're sweating out there and everything.
Yeah.
So like,
You,
was
you,
good.
You get hard there. You know, you're
for
not
sure,
soft.
Yeah,
for,
for sure, for sure.
That's how you grow. But I think those two, the Vaseline, the surgical gloves, if you put on like a little ski mask or at least something on your
Or a
neck,
ski
because the neck
mask,
gets
too.
cold.
Yeah.
Dude.
I think
Um,
ski masks originated in the East Coast.
They got
Probably.
to,
I think so.
Probably.
Because I've been wearing that since I was young. Ski
Really?
mask.
Oh, for real?
Like 8 years old.
Yeah.
Like young.
Yeah.
I just imagine like a 7-year-old kid with a ski mask. on.
Yeah.
Like you see it out here in the West Coast, you're like, what the but
Yeah,
like
what do you do?
it's normal out there, really.
Yeah, we had all sorts of weather when I played JUCO in Kansas. We had a cold game like that where I had to do all those things. But we
Yeah.
also had a game in a tornado, dude.
It,
Y'all played?
Bro, it's a crazy story. Yeah. Well, we didn't know it was gonna come. It just pulled up like out of nowhere.
just like
And
sit
so-
on the
A
sideline.
tornado
Dude,
pulled up?
Dude, it's a nut story.
Yeah,
so
what?
man, we were down 4, so we need to score a touchdown with
Oh,
like
game on the line?
45 seconds. It was like, all right, it was one of those like game-winning drive. Let's go. And so I'm like, all right, get on the field. Need to drive like 80 yards or whatever. Hit a long pass down the middle. Receiver's like going down. So we're on the opponent's 20 now. Like clock's going down. Everyone's going crazy. And then all of a sudden, as I'm running down the field to like clock it or call a timeout, I feel like the wind shifting. And you feel like a cool breeze.
Yeah.
It was like literally out of a movie. It sounds like I'm lying, but it's absolutely nuts. And all of a sudden the wind starts picking up. I'm like, yo, like what's good?
Yeah.
And then it starts raining like terribly, but to the point where like if you're standing to this distance of me, I can't even see you. So I can't see a single thing. The rain is that dense. And then the wind was so strong that the bleachers started lifting up off the ground. And so I'm looking at the sideline looking for a signal, and dudes are holding down the bleachers because everything's flying. And there's not enough time to like call the game. The game's on the line, so we just have to go. You know, it's not
Did
like
you win? What happened?
well, I'm gonna keep going. And so I think we had like a play left. And so we snapped the ball. I can't see a thing, bro. The wind, like
Take
if I throw
off,
it forwards,
bro.
the ball's gonna like
Yeah,
move to the right.
you gotta run.
So I can't throw it, and I can't see anything. So I roll to the right. Clock's like, there's no more time left. I need to like run for like 15 yards to score. Some dude like trips me by my legs, and I fall on the 1.
No way.
Out of him. It was terrible. It was
No
literally
way.
out of a movie,
I would just
bro.
sneak in and be like, because I can't see the ref can't see.
I was about to
right?
say,
The
no,
sneak
for
in.
sure I'm
I was
sneaking
like,
in.
I was in. What are you talking about?
rolling.
They don't have ESPN. They don't have no video.
Oh, I'm extending my arm
I'm
out
in
for
there.
sure.
I'm in there.
I'm extending my arm.
crawling.
Yeah, I would crawl and be like, let's get up and just start acting it out. Be like, let's
Tripped
go. we
up
won.
at the one.
Yeah, it was one of
That's
those like you just stay on the ground for a little bit and like just
At
the
this point, you're getting picked up.
Even in a tornado, I was about to say, I'll still stay on the ground, even
Bro.
at the tornado.
There's a photo
Man.
of it with the rain coming down,
I was
like all
about
the
to
mud
say,
I wanna
everywhere.
see that.
I'll show you guys after. It was.
Is there a
nuts.
video of like the game on like
on
film?
Huddle or something?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
I'd have to look for it,
Yeah.
but the photos, I promise you, I couldn't see a thing.
Oh, that's crazy. That is.
And so it was
extreme.
like-
Wait. Who's taking photos at this point?
Yeah, I don't know,
Like, there's a
bro.
tornado
Well,
going,
they
they're like,
need a raise for
"Alright,
that.
Let me get a snap of
I
this.
remember,
play."
dude. My
They need
mom
a
was
reason.
sitting there in the stands, and like everyone like evacuated.
And then the photographer's just like, all right, let me get these last couple flicks. Like, what?
Dudes were holding everything down.
Yeah,
It was
that's
insane. There wasn't any
wild.
time to stop the game. It was just like, one more play. Let's go. That's JUCO ball,
crazy,
man. It was
dude.
insane.
I heard JUCO's crazy too. Yeah. Is JUCO? Did Alvin Kamara go to?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he
was
played
it
at
Kansas?
Hutchinson, which is in our conference.
Okay.
We played them
Are they
week one.
good? Were they good?
Hutch is good. Yeah,
Okay,
they have nice
okay.
facilities.
okay.
Yeah. Hutch is nice. Our JUCO is kind of, they consider the hood JUCO. It's Coffeyville. So Coffeyville Junior College and Butler. Butler is where Cooper went.
Cooper, yeah.
Cooper
Uh,
Cup.
Love.
No, Cooper,
Oh, Love.
Lovelace.
Lovelace.
So traditionally, those are the two like winningest programs with the most tradition, like most
In
wins.
JUCO.
In JUCO, yeah, the most wins. And then Hutch is also really good. They've like recently had good years. Independence, when they're on Last Chance U, they got like a bunch of, it's called bounce backs when you get transfers from D1 because everyone wanted to be on the TV
Oh yeah,
show.
yeah.
So they were good. But yeah, it's interesting, bro, because you get all these. This was before the portal too.
Ooh,
You know, so you get all
yeah.
these guys who either academically couldn't qualify, which is a ton,
Yeah.
a lot of talent. A lot
That's the
of
thing
dudes
about
who
Philly
had,
too. We had that.
Yeah,
a lot of people
bro.
that won JUCO.
Like we've all seen guys who like could easily play either in the league or like start D1, who just stuff happens like legally, or you get caught up and you know you have a kid or something and you just can't
It's
support
crazy.
it and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Sure, crazy.
You we'll finish with this. Are you an Eagles fan?
Oh, dude.
Don't have a favorite team.
Come on, bro.
Favorite players.
I was about to
I
be
used to have
cheering.
favorite players, and
Okay.
then they would be like, their team would be my favorite.
And what's that?
So Chad Ochocinco used to be my favorite player.
There you
His team, his son was on your.
Chad was
team.
on my team too.
I played with it. He's from out here a little bit.
He is from what school you went to?
He did go or I did.
No, Chad.
I think he went to like Santa Monica or like someone over here.
They wore
Um,
purple, right?
I think so,
Yeah.
purple or blue or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. But I played with him for 7-on stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because
okay.
yeah,
How was
'cause
he?
he was good. I mean, he was
Yeah,
he was a
yeah,
big
Chad's
receiver
good.
for
Yeah,
you. Because
yeah.
he was big when everybody else was like, this was like sophomore year maybe, and he was already like 6 something, you know. So he was just a lot bigger than everybody. But is he been good?
I was
there?
about to say he's not as big now, though.
Yeah, I don't think I think he just grew early.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Chad's good though.
Yeah.
Yeah. No favorite team though.
So you would have been Bengals then?
It was different stuff. Like I like Ryan Shazier when I was younger, and then
Okay.
Lamar Jackson was my last like favorite
Yeah.
player with the team type thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sure.
I played with
Lamar.
him in 7-on-7.
Lamar.
This is also kind of nuts. Matt knows, but Lamar played receiver on my 7-on-7 team, and I was a quarterback.
How was he?
I mean, he's
he's a
cracked.
freak
Yeah.
athlete. Yeah,
okay.
bro. I mean,
so he
that's
played.
Lamar.
So you threw to Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Threw a bomb.
I don't remember, bro. This was like
No
such a long
way.
time.
You can't remember.
You gotta
not
remember
Lamar.
Lamar,
I was about
bro.
to say,
It was
did
my
you know?
freshman year of high school, bro.
Did you know? Like,
His
oh, that was
sophomore year.
Lamar.
Well, we knew because Lamar was this really talented quarterback from Boynton Beach High School. That's
Yeah.
where he went to.
Yeah.
And at the time, I mean, like, everyone knew he was really fast, quick, and athletic with a good arm.
Yeah.
But no one's like, this guy's going to be a league MVP. Not a quarterback. If
Not
I had to
running the
guess,
ball
I'd be
quarterback,
like,
yeah.
Receiver
maybe.
too.
What do you mean?
Like, you thought he was gonna be a receiver too?
If I had to guess at the time, I'd be like, maybe in college you'd play like receiver or something.
Ooh, okay,
not to think
okay.
like, not to say he couldn't play quarterback,
right,
but he was
right.
just so gifted athletically where I'm like, it's a no-brainer. I mean, obviously I was dead wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah,
A lot
no
of
one.
people were,
I
dude.
remember like we would like just warm up throwing the ball and like he just had a better arm than me and everyone else. I was like, damn. But there's always guys growing up who could just chuck it, and so it doesn't. I never really thought that would. But bro, look up his high school highlights.
I saw
That one clip of him like running up and then he like
But
points
that's
at
like
dude.
almost every play is
Yeah.
something like that, bro.
Yeah.
So who's the best player you've played with?
Like on my team,
Like
Or
all
against?
time, your top. I would say top 3.
on my team.
Yeah, that you've played with all throughout whatever.
Okay.
I mean, one's got to be Drake, right?
London.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of other dudes who are like in the league, or even dudes like back to our earlier conversation with guys who just never made it.
Yeah, yeah.
This guy, Deontay Mullins. You guys for sure never heard of him, but 5-star receiver in high school. He was my receiver like all the way through junior year. Had every offer you can think of, Under Armour All-Americans, whatever. Catch radius is insane. He was on ESPN top 10 about 2-3 different times.
In high school?
Yep. In the All-American game, 7-on-7, and all the way in like Little League. Went to University of Miami as like their top recruit. He was supposed to like start there and go first round, and he got kicked out.
For what?
He went on Twitter and started talking about the coach because he didn't get as much playing time as he wanted to. And it was Mark Richt at the time. Kicked him out. Still probably, this is crazy to say, but probably the most talented receiver I've ever been around. And I've been around a lot of NFL dudes.
I was about to say, yeah.
Jordan now, Drake last year, a bunch of dudes in the past. Yeah, Amon Ra, TV. But there's always that one guy who like should have made it, and he just didn't. And there's so many of those guys.
I played with Christian Baltimore. He went to Alabama.
Oh yeah.
He went to Alabama. He's in the NFL now. In high school, he was the best player I've ever saw in my life.
Really?
He was like a Lawrence Taylor as highlights. I'm telling you now. And the thing is, he was crazy. So he used to our state championship game, like the game to go to state championship. He got kicked out of the game for swinging at the ref.
He's like so low.
No, like he's crazy,
ref?
crazy.
Okay.
He's crazy. He was crazy.
And he's not anymore.
He had to see all right, like you can't be that. You know what I'm saying? But that's why he's in the NFL now. He is, and he's a beast in the NFL. Hella good.
Did you see him swing, or this is like?
Oh yeah, everybody saw him swing.
Oh, you were there. Or
Yeah.
just the video.
Oh yeah, I was there at the game. Yeah.
And what did everyone say? Like,
I mean, you expect it from him.
Really?
Yeah. Like
I would never expect that.
yeah. He was like a person if he swung on a principle, you would expect that.
What?
Yeah,
How has he made it so far?
Yeah, in the league. Like, how is he not kicked out of these
Lawrence Taylor type of highlights, and even in college when he played at Alabama, he just was a rookie last year.
Right.
Christian Baltimore, he
Yeah,
wears
yeah.
90 now.
Yeah.
He's good.
It's probably Saban. Like,
Shane played with
tamed him.
Shane. He was Shane's roommate actually.
Oh, bro.
So when Shane heard I was from Philly, he first came up to me and was like, "Hey, you know B-More?"
Uh-huh.
I was like, yeah, how was he? How was he being your roommate? He was
Crazy.
crazy.
Yeah,
he was
I bet
amazing.
Living
He
with
loved
that
him.
guy.
He loved him, but he told me all the stories about him and how he used to curse out Saban, and him and Saban used to go at it.
You'd
Yeah.
curse out Saban.
He's good
That's
though. He's
that's
good though.
wild. I didn't
I'm
know people
telling you,
could do
he's
that.
he's so good
How do you curse out Saban?
that he can do that. I'm telling you.
Wasn't there something with
But-
Najee?
but-
They did the same thing or something.
That's what he's another type of guy where it's like he's good. Like you just can't really as much as but they're cursing out isn't because they're just
Angry.
pissed off. Yeah, it's a competitive type thing. The thing he swung on the ref was because he got face masked twice in a row and then got cut. Baltimore. And so
And you didn't get the call.
he just wasn't
obviously-
Hey, better start calling it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But if he connects, that's assault.
Oh man, he's
he didn't
killing
connect
him.
though. He didn't. That's
He's
the one thing.
murdering him,
That's the one
dude.
thing. It was
Like, you go to jail.
I don't know if it was a swing
Or like a push.
or a push. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It was
just
but he pushed towards his face. So he was trying to hit him in his face.
Full pass.
And they're old refs, dude.
But,
They would not-
but the ref fell though. I would tell you
Oh
that
my
the ref fell.
Did he get ejected, right?
You 100%.
Yeah.
If he didn't get ejected, I would have stopped the game. Hold up.
Hold up.
Yeah, hold up. Something's not right here for sure. He was good though. He was hella good for us though.
What about you, Matt? Me? Yeah. I mean, you play with a lot of dudes.
Was
at
Drake
Boston.
that good?
Who?
Drake
Drake London?
was
Drake was a baller, dude.
really.
Yeah. Trying to think. High school, I played with a bunch of dudes.
Or played against too.
Yeah.
I mean, modern day Bosco. There's just
Yeah.
so many dudes. And 7-on-7.
Did y'all play against JT? Any of
All
y'all played
LA.
against him?
I didn't.
Okay.
He was a senior when I was a freshman.
Okay.
But he was crazy. That team was wild. I mean, in high school, DJ was really, really good.
Ukulele?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he was just a lot better than everybody else.
He was just bigger than
I was just
everyone.
about to say, he's like, what, 240?
Yeah, he was
He was like
bro.
that in high
He
school,
was
too.
6'4", 240, 8th grade.
He looks the exact same
Eighth
size.
grade?
Dude, I have videos of me at running back, and he's bigger than all of our linemen.
In
Like,
8th grade?
in freshman year of high school.
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
Did you play like JV or he went straight to varsity?
He was on the freshman, and we played at like our 8 games or whatever, and then he went into varsity. And then, like the dude ahead of him, it's actually a pretty crazy story. It's on the show. You know, they had a quarterback. QB1, yeah. Basically, there was this guy. His name's Real, and he was like similar to like a Lamar type runner, like very athletic. Like if he played any other position, he could be D1 easy. And he actually did well, and he went to I think Iowa State and played there for a bit. But so DJ he was playing, and then like we started losing. This was his senior year, so that guy took us to our state championship our junior year, or his junior year, and then DJ was a sophomore, and it was this guy's senior year, and DJ was just like that much better, and so they put him in, and DJ's been going crazy ever since.
You went to Bosco?
Yeah.
Do you know Jordan Dow? Jacob Jordan?
Yeah, he plays linebacker.
Oh, you do know
yeah,
Jordan
Yeah,
Dow,
I talked to him at the ASU game.
I heard he
actually.
was good.
Yeah, he used to be.
I heard he was
He
good.
used to be good. I mean, he was a big dude.
He got hurt though.
Yeah.
He had just got hurt.
What happened? He got hurt at ASU.
He just got hurt, and then he got hurt again. Like our that 2021
knee
season,
type D?
got a knee issue. He
Yeah, I think I saw
was going to be a really good special teams player. I
Yeah.
would say. We had all our guys already for like linebacker, but he was really good on special
He's just
teams.
a little bit shorter, which is kind of
But
tough.
he had that toughness.
Yeah,
though.
he could hit.
Yeah.
I remember in high school he could smack. For
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. He was good. Towards like mid-season, he would be putting on like, you know how we do like Monday Night Football?
Yeah.
He would be putting on like water ball highlights for like Monday Night Football.
That's
Like water boy type highlights.
going
like,
off.
Just going off.
Yeah.
I'm like,
hold up. Yeah.
like mid-season,
Yeah.
we'll be excited to watch it because we would want to see.
Right.
Jacob's good though.
For sure. Well, let's wrap this up, bro.
Yep.
Appreciate you coming by. That was
Appreciate
fun, man. It's good talk.
Amazing.
Where
Thank
can
you.
people find you on this big social media?
On Instagram, egentry.9.
Okay.
And then on Twitter, just I am Eric Gentry. You ain't gonna see nothing. It ain't nothing too much
Yeah.
to really see, but
And then how can I follow you on OnlyFans?
I don't think that's my.
That was so serious. I was like, wait, what other social medias does he have? And I was like, hold up.
I thought he was about to say, "What else you got?"
Yeah.
Uh,
All right.
Amazing time though. Thank y'all for having me.